Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen Marie and today I'm going to talk to you about my plans for So Frugal 24. I am not a part of the official vlogger tour, but I am going to take part in the challenge and therefore I thought I would talk to you about my plans. If you can hear some crackling, that's the fire. It is still far away from spring here, I'm afraid, so I still need the fire going. So sorry about that. So it is Saturday and I have nothing planned for today. Woohoo! You knew that was possible. Other than, obviously the usual things like housework and that kind of thing. I will also be cutting out some of the projects that I have planned for So Frugal, and I am also taking my youngest daughter down to the local town where there is actually a coffee festival going on. So we'll have a little look around and go to a cafe, obviously. I'm also drinking my second or third cup of coffee this morning from my bright yellow mug that I got in Denmark a couple of years ago. So excuse me while I take a sip. Okay. So, I'm not a part of the official vlogger tour, but there are some great videos out there already that I highly encourage you to take a look at if you haven't already. I love this challenge. It's run by Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl and Sam from Frugalissima. And the reason why I love this is because, you have to use a free pattern and use fabric from your stash. And that really helps me with some creativity. And I'm always for, using something from my stash. So I'm going to talk to you about some of my plans. And then of course I will reveal what I managed to make up on Instagram. Just before I begin, I've actually made 2 garments this week, or including last weekend, and they are makes from my make 9 list. One is a success and one is a complete fail, but I'm not going to reveal what I've made yet, because this month I think I'm not going to be doing much Friday sews, so I'll rather make everything at a March makes video in the end. I thought that for my makes for So Frugal, I am going to be all about the color. I need more color in my wardrobe now. Now, as I said, it's still, you can probably see that spring is quite a ways off. But what I really need, to be perfectly honest, what I need the most is more jeans again. But I'm not feeling quite inspired to sew more jeans at the moment, so I am going to be focusing on tops mostly for So Frugal, and I'm going to make optimistic makes for when spring and summer finally arrives here. So I am going to be focusing mostly on t-shirts and other tops. I have one dress in the in the mix, but yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so free patterns and making something from your stash. That's the basic rule. There are 2 Friday Pattern Company patterns that I'm going to be making for myself, and if I have the time I'm going to also be making sort of long sleeve t-shirt for my hubby, and that's also the Friday Pattern Company. They released a new collection yesterday. I think it's called the Day Trip collection. And that's there are 3 patterns, and that's the first sort of official men's collection that they release, and I'm so happy about that. And there are 3 patterns: a jacket, a pair of trousers, and sort of raglan basic sort of t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt in like a baseball shirt. And the baseball shirt is free or pay what you can. I am going to pay a little bit for that pattern, but I think it still counts, seeing as there is a free option. So yeah, but okay. What I'm going to be making for myself, I want some more t-shirts. I tend to wear jeans or jean shorts a lot in the summer, and a good t-shirt is, necessary. T-shirts, and I really want to make the Friday Pattern Company Sunday v-neck. That's an older pattern. The model in the pictures, I'll put the pictures in, is male, but I think this pattern is meant for like a unisex pattern. So I'm going to try to make that. I really like v-necks, as you can probably see. This is, by the way, the So Liberated Nest t-shirt or sweatshirt. And I really like a v-neck. I prefer that to crew necks, to be honest. So I really want to make the Sunday v-neck. And one of the other good things about that pattern is that it's very easy to color block it or pattern block it. And I have quite a few remnants in my stash that would be very suitable for color blocking. But I have a few patterned remnants of cotton jersey. This is one of them. I don't have enough for an entire t-shirt in this, but I also have a piece of viscose jersey, I think it is, or bamboo, that could be collar blocked with this to make the Sunday tee. So yeah, I'm not quite sure which combinations I'm going to go for, but I'll be showing you later when it's done, obviously. There is also another Friday Pattern Company free or pay what you like pattern that's called the Friday Bateau. I've made one of those. I really like the shape of it. It's very useful because you can make it into either like a real t-shirt, or you can make it into a 3/4 length sleeve, which I really like. The one I made was in black, and it was a cotton jersey, but it didn't have a lot of stretch. So it is a little snug, also because it accidentally took a turn in the in the dryer. So it is a little bit snug, and I would really like to make that pattern again. And I have a little remnant of this that I made into a dress for my Christmas party. Oops, it's upside down. And this it's a cotton jersey, but it kind of looks like it's sequins on it. It's a digital print. So yeah, it looks good. I like this this fabric very much, and I want to make the most of my remnants. So I think this might become the Friday Bateau, but maybe in the t-shirt, because I don't think that I have enough to make the long sleeved or the 3/4 length this time. I might, if I don't have enough to squeeze it out, I might be in trouble actually once I see it now. So then I might just go for a tank, and I do have both the Paradise Patterns Blomma tank, and I have, which is a free pattern, and I have the Itch to Stitch Lego tank. So I might make one of those instead if I don't have enough for an entire t-shirt. Then the final t-shirt pattern that I'm thinking about is the Tiana's Closet Miranda Gathered Tea, I think is the name of that. I have made only one Tiana's Closet pattern before. That was the ruched front dress, is that what it's called? Which I made for So Frugal last year. They have a lot of great patterns at Tiana's Closet, but I mean, the instructions are very, very basic. It's basically just a numbered list of steps, and there are no illustrations or anything. But the gathered tea should be quite an easy make, so I think I'll manage to make that. I have already cut out the pattern for that. I'll stuck it together and you know, cut out my size for that. So yeah, I am going to make that, but I haven't decided on a fabric for it yet. But this is a contender. This is a rib knit that I got at Self-Made in Denmark last year, and this was a remnant, I think. So I think I have 1 meter, and I should be able to squeeze out a t-shirt from 1 meter. So yeah, this is a contender. Isn't this, you know, a lovely spring spring fabric? Actually, I could actually make this for the challenge that Jess from, oh goodness, So What If I Sew, I have for Sew Yellow for Endo, which is about you know, drawing attention to the problem with endometriosis, which is a very good cause, and I really want to partake, but I'll see what I can do. But this is a contender. Actually, the Miranda Gathered Tea, I could sort of play around with the stripes for that. Wouldn't that be fun? And then, I mean, I had planned on making the Maison Fauve Tilda, I believe it's called, which is a free pattern, but I printed it out, and I've tried twice now, but it doesn't have like any lines to where you're supposed to be sort of gluing the pages together, so it's hard to know like exactly where they go together because there are no like markings on the pages. I'll put in a little shot here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm kind of worried that I might get that wrong and that it won't be the right size, even though I've printed the right size and made sure that it's printed out right. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that pattern. I have had an A0 plotter. I still have it. It's very old and it has been very temperamental, and now it has totally given up. So I'm going to get rid of it. It takes up a lot of room. It's incredibly heavy, and I'm going to get rid of it because I can no longer get it to work. But I need to wait for spring because the entrance to my sewing room, where it is living at the moment, is almost completely blocked. So it's like a hurdle path to get into my sewing room at the moment. That means that from now on I will be sticking together A4 pages again, like I did in the old days. I recently actually tried out the printing service at the Fold Line. So I have 2 patterns that I have asked them to print, and they are in the mail at the moment. But I mean, I also have to pay shipping, obviously, not the Valdine's fault. And I mean, it takes a couple of weeks at least in the mail to get things to Norway. So yeah. I have asked around in the sort of local services, and would you like to make a guess on how much one sheet of paper will cost me? Yeah, 300 Norwegian crowns, which is about 25 pounds. 25 pounds for one sheet. So yeah, not going to do that. So yeah, I mean, I will be trying out some printers for the larger patterns because I can't be bothered to stick like 90 pages together. But otherwise, I will be back to my A4 print and stick. Yeah. So that was a little, you know, on the side, but yeah. There are two more patterns that I want to test. Obviously, I will not be able to make all of these for So Frugal, but I have, you know, I want to make some of them for the next 2 weeks. So I have one, we're moving away from t-shirts now and into tops, and I have one top that I want to try out that I saw on Tanya from Just Let Me Sew. And she had made the Tiana's Closet Isla gathered top. Is that what it's called? It's called the Isla. Anyway, I'll put the name in. And it is such a lovely summer top with huge like billowing sleeves. Yeah, it looks lovely. I don't really know what fabric I'm going to use for that still, but I have already printed out the pattern and stuck the pages together, so that's ready to be cut out. The final thing is a dress. I feel like I need to update my dresses a little bit for summer, so I am also there going to try, I think, one of the Tiana's Closet patterns. And it is called the Candice baby doll. And this is a pattern that you can make and that can be worn, you know, either with the button placket on the front or in the back. I haven't really looked at the pattern yet. I haven't printed it out or anything. But yeah, I'll have a look at that. But I think that is a very good option. And I have this fabric that I really want to use. I love, love, love the color. This is one of my favorite colors. And I have, I think, 2.5 or 3 meters of this. And it is kind of a medium weight viscose. I think it is, maybe it is, it has a bit of cotton in it, but it is viscose. That I got from my local fabric shop. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be making for So Frugal. I hope you're having a lovely weekend and look forward to seeing all of the reveals on March the 31st. Okay, see you later. Bye.